Well, good morning, YouTube. Lofty and Linny here. So where are we? We got on the boat, we got off the boat, we went to Victoria, we come up to Broto, so we're having an easy day today. I'm going to nip down the valley on this lovely road, the N260A, and I'm going to fill up with some Repsol Go-Go juice, and then we're going to have a steady ride up the mountain to a ski resort called Formigal, where we'll have a bit of lunch and relax, hopefully sit in the sun if it stays like this, and then we'll have a steady ride back down to the hotel. We've got 2 nights in Broto. Quite impressed with the hotel. It's very nice. There's not a vast choice of restaurants. There's not many people about, to be fair. It is pretty quiet. We found a cracking pizzeria last night. I had a lovely pizza and Linny had tagliatelle with some cheesy sauce. It was all nice. We had a bottle of wine with a meal, €8.5 for a bottle of house. It's quite reasonable, really. It's not overly expensive, but you know, let's see how the day goes. I'm going to leave the camera on for a bit while we've got some decent roads for you to look at. Okay, so we got to the bottom of the valley and we've turned back north to do the 260A up to Formigal. Cracking road this. This is the 260 itself. We'll try and get past this lorry before the road eases off. He's only going slow, of course. They're quite good, these crawler lanes that they have in Spain. Whenever there's a good long hill, they stick the crawler lane in, and unless the vehicle can do a minimum of 50, they're not allowed in it, which is quite clever. But I thought you'd like a look at this bit. That cloud looks ominous. Let's hope it dissipates a little bit. So here we have Formigal. El Formigal ski resort. Now that's what you call a lot of sheep. Copper, look at them. They're eating the grass to make sure that the locals can ski down there in a few months' time and enjoy themselves. Never actually skied here, I've always fancied it. Looks like there's a petrol stop and oh, there's a big brown cow on the road. Looks like there's Looks like there's a petrol stop here on the left. We don't need none, of course, but wherever they sell that, they sell coffee. We'll have a nice cup of coffee. And I'll get you some of the route on the way back down. Okay, YouTube, so we've just had a bit of lunch up here in Formigal. We've got a bit of precipitation, a bit of rain falling. We're up in the clouds. We're going to make our way back down to Broto. Very pretty, but it just doesn't seem right without snow. If that sounds daft. We've just driven through the town itself of Formigal. It's absolutely dead. There's a few workmen there doing jobs on some of the hotels and whatever. There it is up there, can you see? It's a nice place. They're getting themselves all ready after they've probably had a bit of business in the summer, but very little. They'll kick off the end ready for Christmas, New Year, I should imagine. You can tell we're up in the snow line because the standard of the road's not so clever. Because once it cracks, it gets water in it, then the water freezes and it makes the cracks worse, and it's like a cycle every winter, and it gradually just lifts the tarmac. Anyway, down we go. Okay, YouTube, as we was riding down the mountain, you could see across to the dam. They've got a huge reservoir. There's virtually no water in it, so I think this road will take us down so we can have a bit of a look. I'll get across to the side and turn round. Okay, so here we are. It's a huge resi. As you can see, it goes all the way up into the distance. There's the tree line. Very low. Let's have a look down the other side. There's the valley down the bottom. There's a cracking road down there, goes all the way beneath the dam. So there you go, YouTube, that was the dam. We pulled up at the dam and had a look round. This road, I've got to say, this road, it's a super road. I'll say to you again, it is the A136. A136. It's a proper fast sport touring style road. Lots of sweepers, lots of bends. Something to enjoy. And as you can see, there's very little traffic crossing the border. Of course, when we was up at Formigal, we were virtually on the Spanish-French border. So we're making our way down, and we're going to take a left very shortly towards Broto. He's one of the local boys coming to the way. He's got his toe down a bit. Supermoto. So here we are approaching the junction at Viscas. We're going to take a left onto the N260A. Here's a nice set of bends for us. How about that then, YouTube? It's like that all the way up. While we're just perusing these mountain trails, I'll just give you a little bit of feedback about my impressions of the 1100. The Honda NT 1100 DCT. Firstly, the engine's got plenty of go, plenty of engine braking, plenty of torque. I'm pleased, really am. You don't need any more power in these mountains. In fact, you don't need any more power in general, really, because you can't go any faster because the speed limit's everywhere. But in general, I think it's superb. I'm pretty happy with the screen. I'm 6'5", as you know. I put the screen in the high setting, and for me, the screen is superb. I'm getting no buffeting, no wind blast, so I'm very pleased. If I had to criticise the bike, it'd be the suspension. When I did the things I like most and things I dislike most, it came up then, and to be fair, it's noticeable when you're touring two up. When you're on these poor mountain roads, undulating, fairly suspect surface, the softness of the suspension gives quite a comfortable ride. It's not bad at all. Up to about 75-80 kilometers an hour, it is pretty damn good. That very poor road we went on yesterday, the 1604, it came into its own. You know, it's like you've got the softness of the soft Africa Twin, if you like, and it works well. But when you're on the faster A roads and you're batting along at 90 up to about 110 kilometers an hour, you could do with some more dampening. It needs firming up. I think that's why with the Africa Twin they did bring out this adaptive suspension. Although you want it soft and compliant on roads like this, when you're batting on a bit on the faster roads, you do need a bit more dampening, and you can't do it. You can't do nothing to it. Because I'm so big and I've got the pillion on the back with Linnys with me and the luggage, I've already got the preload full on, and there's just not enough dampening when you're pressing on. And I would imagine if you spent a few quid and bought a posh shock, all you'd do is improve the high speed riding, and when you're on these roads and it's bumpy and undulating, I think it'd spoil that, to be fair. So what it needs is the adaptive suspension, and I think it'll probably come eventually. They're bound to bring out an S model, aren't they, where you can press a button and put it on like dynamic, if you like. Just firms everything up and makes it taut. I think that'll be brilliant. But in general, I love the DCT, I love the bike, and it makes an absolutely fantastic touring machine. So here we are, YouTube, just entering Broto. I hope you've enjoyed this interim video, if you like. We've never actually taken the PC with us before and made a recording to post while we're away, so I thought this would be a good one. I had a day off route, the 260, the 260A, and up to the top to Formigal and back down to Broto. Here we are, nice little place. I do think this is a road that you must ride, the 260A. And if you did want to stop in Broto, straight in front of you now, it's called the Hotel Pradas Ordessa. Very friendly, very biker friendly. So this is the Lofty Biker saying ta-ra for now. Ta-ra.